I'm Sammy.
I'm Spencer Robbins, and we run Alive and Free.
If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, like, and share it with a friend.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it.
Do it.
What is up, you guys? Sammy Robbins here. I'm the owner of Alive and Free Consulting, and my husband and I run group coaching programs for women. If you have watched one or more of my videos, you will know that I stumble over my words. I make up words and I don't edit them out. I leave the flavor in the videos for you guys. So you're welcome, because I love authenticity. We run group coaching programs for women. We help women heal from past pain. We help them take ownership over their lives and become powerful and healthy and connected to God. We teach them how to love themselves, because if you love yourself and you love God, it's so easy to love the people around you. There's a lot of Christians that really love God that don't love themselves, that don't know how to do relationship well, because they haven't known how to take the love they're receiving and give it to themselves first. So everyone's living out of an empty cup, and we got to change that, especially as women. So anyways, that's what we do. We essentially help women prepare for a thriving relationship, whether that's friendship, dating, engagement, marriage, whatever it is. And so anyways, I couldn't figure out what to talk about, and so I decided to ask my Instagram, which if you're not following me, go and follow me. It's at Sammy, Sammi, Robbins, Robbins, with the underscore. Sammy Robbins underscore. I asked my following what I should talk about, and the very first thing that came in was how to listen well. And this is super, super relevant, because we have a team of 20 employees, and I oversee our support team. So we've got a team of women who go in and support and love on and encourage our clients. And one of our clients asked one of our team members, how do I validate other people? She knows the tools, because we teach her how to do that in our program, because we love communication, we love boundaries, we love just doing life and relationship well. And so we teach to equip that. But she says, how do I validate well? I feel like I don't know how to validate other people, and that bothers me. And I love that question. First, I love it because I love that she wants to validate other people. I also love it because for my girl on Instagram who asks, how do I listen well? I love the heart behind, I want to be a good friend. I want to be a good partner. I want to be a source of love to someone, and I want to learn this specific tool that teaches me how to love better. And I love that because I love love. I love people who that's their goal. They want to do life well. They want to do relationship well. And we do that by learning love. I think that's probably my main goal in life. And I'll have so much learning to do, but what a gift. Like that would be the thing that I go after for the rest of my life. Anyways, so my response to my client who says, I feel like I don't know how to validate other people. My first response is, it sounds like if you don't know how to validate other people, that you probably don't know how to validate yourself. So we can't give away what we don't have ourselves. So if she, for example, has a track record of feeling something and deciding to say, no, that's a problem, I need to fix that, or deciding to shove the pain or shove the problem, or decide to not even make room or space to listen to herself, to make space for, hey, what you feel matters. What you're going through is really important. Hey, self, I really care about what you're processing through. If we don't cultivate that within ourselves, we can't give it away. Now, the hard thing about validating and invalidating emotions is typically this starts by how we're parented. So, for example, if you are one of the people whose parents said, if you cry, I'm going to give you something to cry about, or if essentially, like, there's a lot of parenting, that says, your pain and your problem isn't okay. You need to get over it, put a smile on, fix your attitude, or if you keep acting like that, I'm going to punish you or I'm going to give you something to cry about. What that's instilling is that, hey, you are not allowed to feel. Your feelings are not safe here. There's not any space for you to have feelings. There's not space or room for you to have pain at all, and I'm sure as hell not going to help you walk through it. It invalidates emotions entirely, and when we're treated like that when we're children, we are ingrained to believe at our core, whether you think this way or not, that if I experience pain, there's only going to be more pain on top of that. So we're all afraid to feel because we're afraid of the consequences. We're afraid of how people will treat us and respond to us. So if you grew up with that belief system that emotions aren't safe and pain isn't okay, and that's how you did life and that's how your parents trained you, then you're probably going to bring that into adulthood unless you've done intentional work to work through that. So if you have that belief, you're probably not validating your own emotions. For example, I just recorded a video on this. I don't know if I'll post it, but for example, I got triggered this weekend and I started vilifying Spencer. He was the enemy. I wish that we still were in quarantine because I would have booked a plane ticket. That was how triggered I was. Like, I'm leaving. You don't get to be with me. You're mean. Even though he was wonderful and awesome and it was my own trigger. In those moments, I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not saying, Sammy, you're so stupid for feeling this way. You're an idiot for having triggers. Oh my God, you're in pain again? I can't believe you're still processing through this. I can't believe you're not healthier. I'm not going to shame myself. I'm not going to shut down my emotions. I'm not going to judge what I'm feeling. I'm actually going to be a safe place for myself. That looks like when I'm in the middle of the trigger, I'm going to sit and be like, it's actually okay that I'm feeling this. It's okay that I'm scared. It's okay if it doesn't make logical sense. It's okay if I'm being irrational. I already have pain. I'm not going to stack on shame and self-judgment on top of that and say, I can't believe you're still going through this, Sammy. You're ridiculous for feeling this way. Why are you so messed up? Why can't you just do relationship well? Why aren't you further along than this? I'm just stacking more pain to the equation. It's not going to help expedite my process. But if instead I can sit back and be like, man, I didn't realize that I still have pain in this area. Man, I didn't realize that this thing still feels really scary for me. Man, I didn't even realize that da-da-da-da-da. I'm so sorry, Sammy, that moment feels really painful for you. I'm so sorry that you feel so powerless that you wanted to go sleep on the couch because you didn't know what else to do to communicate to Spencer, I'm not okay right now. I'm so sorry that you felt so trapped in that pain, that you didn't know how to communicate, that you didn't know how to let love in by him, that you didn't even know how to let God in that moment. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Now, if I can validate my emotions, like the examples I was just sharing, and say what I'm feeling matters, and it's okay that I'm feeling this way, and I actually really care that you're hurting. If I can validate my own emotions, it's actually going to be really easy if someone in front of me is in pain, because I can be like, I'm so sorry you're going through that. It makes so much sense that you would respond like that. I can totally see how you would think and feel this, and this. What else is going on? How have you been navigating through that? How has that affected you? What are you believing right now in that? I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Is there anything I can do to help? Hey, I hear you. I see you. I'm in this with you. All of those things are examples of how to validate someone and how to listen intently. Listening it's ingesting what someone is saying to you and then asking more questions to give a space for them to share more. You're just creating safety. And listening well doesn't even need to mean that you're validating. It's you just acknowledging and just being like, yeah, I get that. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Like if that was all you said, that'd be really good listening. But good listening is also in your body language, in eye contact and leaning in. I can't tell you, I have a painful just childhood trigger of not being heard or listened to, and another one's being misunderstood. So for years, like for example, my sister, we haven't lived in the same state for a long time, but we'd see each other and she'd ask me how I was doing, but then she'd pick up her phone and start texting. Or she would be talking to someone in the middle of something that I did, or she wasn't making eye contact with me, or I could tell that she wasn't fully engaged with me. And there were multiple times where I just was like, hey, I don't even want to share with you because it feels like you're not listening. And that triggers me. I feel shut down. It doesn't feel safe to share. And I might not have shared it that good a couple of years ago, the last time we had that conversation. But good listening looks like your body language being your number one source of communication. Showing that you care in your eyes and in your face, leaning in, making eye contact, acknowledging what they're saying. I even do this thing subconsciously where I'm like, yeah, totally. I'm not trying to practice a good tool, but it's me saying like, I'm in this with you. So that's listening well, and validating is just those things I was sharing. Now, if you can learn how to be attentive to yourself and to what you're feeling and to validate it, your natural response over time is going to be giving that away. Like, it's so easy for me now to have someone in front of me that's in pain and listen and ask questions. Now, I'm a life consultant. I feel like I can pull out goodies out of any of my pockets to help someone in a moment process through something. And I do that with clients, but with friends and with family, I just listen. I don't go and I don't turn into life consultant and try to fix anything. I literally just listen and acknowledge and validate, and that's it. And I might ask, what do you feel like you need from me in this? That's me just being a friend. That's me just being a loving person. That's me creating a safe space for someone. And so my answer to my client was, do you feel like you know how to give compassion to yourself? Do you feel like you know how to validate your own emotions? Because the more you practice that with yourself, the easier it is to give away. The more you give compassion towards yourself, the easier it is to be compassionate with others. The more you pour love into yourself, the easier it is to pour love into other people. Now, all you're doing is overflowing what you already gave yourself, which I believe is how Jesus designed us to live. Like, we can only love because he first loved us. So he pours love in, and we in exchange can overflow that love onto someone else. But we have to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And so it's with the love you've given yourself that he already gave you that you can learn to give that away. So if you are wanting to learn how to grow in relationship, if you're wanting to learn how to communicate better, if you're wanting to learn how to validate people, validate your own emotions, learn how to love yourself, learn how to give yourself compassion, whatever it is, we cover a multitude of those things in our course. And so first, I hope this video was really, really helpful for you. My heart is to give away as much free content as I have time and energy for, mostly energy. And so I hope that this was really helpful for you. But this is like such a teeny tiny sliver of the pie of life and relationship and doing it well. So if you want more of this, if you want coaching, if you want to get the tools, if you want to learn a lot so that you can get really, really good at doing relationship, I highly encourage you, click the link below. You can download our free Heart Hack Guide. You can watch our free course. And from there, after you watch our free workshop, from there, after you watch our free workshop, you can book a clarity call with one of our coaches on our team to see if you'd be a good fit for us and if we'd be a good fit for you. And from there, they can go over all of our options. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you did like it, comment, subscribe to my channel, share it with a friend. And I love you. Thanks for watching. Good luck being a compassionate and validating person. You got this.